Hey folks, I hope you're all doing fine and welcome back to my channel yet again. A lot of folks were asking me on Instagram as in how do I maintain my bikes, as in what are the precautions I take. These questions are based on a lot of talks on YouTube and Instagram on the introduction of new ethanol mixed petrol that we are getting in India.
सामने जो आपको दिख रही है होंडा सिटी, मेरे बगल में बैठे हैं इसके ओनर भाई। कैमरे पे नहीं आना चाहते, हुआ क्या?
E20 हम सबको पता है कि होंडा की जो गाड़ियां हैं वो E20 कंपेटेबल है, आप E20 फ्यूल डलवा सकते हो। पर किसी ने ये नहीं बताया कि अगर आप E20 फ्यूल डलवाने के बाद अपनी गाड़ी को 5 या 10 या 15 दिन भी खड़े कर दोगे तो उसके जो फ्यूल टैंक है उसके अंदर जंग लगना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा।
Parked for like 2 or 3 months, and although bullet tanks are prone to rust, but this has never happened before.
So both my bikes parked behind me, one is an Interceptor 2019 model and the other one is the Thruxton 900, which is a 2015 model. These bikes have been parked for a couple of months with around 2 liters of petrol in the fuel tank. I have not touched these bikes and I have not ridden it anywhere. I'm planning to go on a ride and I thought I will first check what is the state of the petrol inside the fuel tank. So I thought, yeah, why not make a video and just give you all an idea of how I maintain my bikes with the new ethanol mixed petrol that we are getting right now. So first thing that I'm going to do is extract all the petrol out from the bikes, both the bikes, and see if that petrol is contaminated, whether there's any residue, any signs of rust. Once I'm done with inspecting the petrol, then I'll go and add few additives, which I'll do as a preventive measure to prevent my bikes from the ethanol mixed petrol impacting the fuel line. I add few additives and I'll be going through with you and showing what is my general maintenance. I've opened the fuel cap and if I inspect inside, does not rust. This, although it's looking yellowish, but that's not rust, that's just the color. Outside, yeah, there is some rusting, but that is not because of the E20 mixed petrol, that is the moisture from the environment. So I'm gonna now draw fuel out into this box and let's see what it looks like. So extracting fuel is really simple. You take an empty bottle, take a pipe, dip it inside the fuel tank, crush the bottle, then seal the mouth and then try to inflate the bottle back. So the petrol is out. And so far looks good, but I'll keep it for a couple of hours and see. So I have both the fuel caps here. I'll show you what's the status of these. Okay. So the rubber part is gone completely. On the other hand, this is the Triumph's fuel cap and you can see the rubber quality. It is intact. Hey guys, this is the next day. Yesterday, as you saw, I drew out petrol from both my bikes and I have stored them in the transparent bottle overnight to check basically whether there is any signs of water, dirt or rust. And in the morning, as you can see, there is no sign of any of that. The petrol is free of any contamination. So basically, yeah, with that I can confirm that storing petrol inside the petrol tank for around 2 months without moving the bike has caused no issues in any of my bikes. In fact, both the bikes started in the first self itself. I can confirm that according to my tests, there is no harm in keeping the bike idle. There was very little petrol in both the bikes, around 2 liters. They say that the ethanol in the petrol tends to absorb moisture from the air, but in my case it hasn't happened. I'll also give you some tips of how I maintain my bikes and what are the products I use after the E20 Petrol was introduced. None of the bikes are E20 Petrol compliant or E20 Petrol ready, so I do have to take extra care. The Thruxton is E10. As per the manual, they say I can fill up to 10% ethanol petrol, but not 20. But so far so good, no issues. Now I'm going to show you what I do for maintenance. This is a 3M petrol tank additive. You're supposed to put one full bottle and 2-3 liters of petrol, ride it and then refill it again, to be done twice. And next recommended cycle is again after 750 to 800 kilometers. So what it says it does is 3M petrol fuel tank additive is a multifunctional additive with detergent dispersant formula for all petrol engines, helps improve ignition quality, restores and maintains optimum fuel economy. So this is something that I in 4 liters of petrol I put one, and then after using those 4 liters again I put one more. This is every 1000 kilometers or so. The second is this Liquimoly injector cleaner. This basically cleans the engine, reduces the emission of CO2 as it's written in this. I use this only once in a year or so, just so that the bike is free from any kind of carbon deposits. But yeah, these are the two products that I use in both the bikes. Apart from that, I really don't use anything else. General maintenance, like after 2 months when I took out my bike this time, I cleaned the air filters, both the air filters. I have an air filter cleaner. I'll also show you after this how I clean it. Air filters are cleaned. The spark plugs and the Thruxton are already from NGK iridium spark plugs stock, so there's no issues. I don't have to clean it at all. I had NGK spark plugs in this, but since I faced that issue in Leh, I have come back to stock, and I change it once in a year, the stock spark plugs. And apart from that, I fill normal unleaded E20 petrol. So far so good. There's only one observation that I've made in my Interceptor's fuel tank cap. Almost gone, has worn out. So I don't know when I checked it last time, but yeah, I would not blame the E20 petrol for this, because I checked my Thruxton's fuel tank cap and it's perfectly fine. That is a 2015 model. That's an older motorcycle. This one is a 2019 model. So yeah, apart from this, everything is so far so good, and I hope you learned something from this video and I was able to clarify some of your doubts. Please put down your thoughts in the comments and ask any questions if you have. So far, thank you for giving me the love and support. Let me know if you want to know anything, or if there is any topic that you want me to cover. I will definitely do that. So until then, see you in the next video. Thank you for watching this one. Bye bye.